I think they're going to get 70. I don't know about 74. 74 is insane. 70 can be done.
Are we witnessing one of the most unstoppable NBA squads in years? The Oklahoma City Thunder are tearing through the league with a stunning 20-1 record, marking the second-best season start ever, right behind the 2016 Golden State Warriors' 24-0 run. They're now in the same elite class as the 1997 Chicago Bulls and 1968 Philadelphia 76ers, who also opened at 20-1. Yeah, that's legendary company. What makes it even crazier is that the Thunder haven't played a single game with their full starting lineup healthy, not one. They're crushing teams while still missing key players, which means this might just be the warm-up version of what's coming next. Once everyone's back and fully locked in, this squad could get scary fast. The kind of team that makes the rest of the league look over their shoulders. The thought that the Thunder could still get better once everyone's healthy feels unreal, but it's already happening. With a few players back, each return makes them sharper, tougher, and even more dangerous. Every time someone hits the floor, OKC seems to level up. Right now, they're playing like they don't follow normal basketball rules.
Thanksgiving, my favorite holiday.
Mine too, actually, for different reasons.
You can tell, but all of y'all are invited to my house. You know who's not invited? SGA. Because he go eat all the damn food. He go eat me out of house and home. And that's what he's doing right now.
The rest of the league can't figure them out. And leading the charge is Shai Gilgeous Alexander, the calm storm at the center of it all. This version of SGA looks next level, colder, smarter, and in total control. After winning MVP, Finals MVP, and a championship while averaging 30 in the playoffs, he's somehow even better now. Every move looks smooth.
Dub, you were part of that critical 8-0 run to start the fourth quarter. What was the directive coming out of the timeout there?
Play hard.
Every decision precise, like he already knows how the play ends. And he's still getting to his favorite spots, but his playmaking is what's changed the game. He's no longer reacting. He's dictating. You can see him reading defenses before they move, already knowing where to place the ball. The numbers prove it. 6.7 assists per game, turnovers down to 1.7, and a pass-to-turnover ratio jumping to 7.6%, putting him in the 90th percentile among NBA playmakers. SGA isn't just improving, he's evolving into something completely new. SGA's leap means more than most realize. Last season, his quick reads carried OKC through 2 Game 7s and an NBA title. But repeating that path? Unlikely. With Aaron Gordon and Tyrese Halliburton injured in those series, OKC can't rely on luck again. They'll need more balance and control to defend their crown. That's exactly where this new version of Shai Gilgeous Alexander comes in. The Thunder needed him to punish defenses that overload or trap him, and now he's doing it with ease. Whenever teams send doubles or heavy help, he stays calm, turning that pressure into open shots and easy buckets for everyone else. He's not just running the show anymore, he's controlling the entire rhythm.
Okay, but we also should shout out Ajay Mitchell, who's filled in amazingly.
Tremendous.
The flow of OKC's half-court offense now moves at his pace, with every possession feeling like it's happening exactly how he wants it. Then there's the shooting, the part that's driving defenders crazy. The mid-range has always been his favorite spot, and he's once again dominating there. He's hitting 54% on long mid-range jumpers, 88th percentile, and 54% on short mid-range looks, 89th percentile. Every defender knows what's coming, but stopping it, nearly impossible. And from beyond the arc, he's made his biggest statement. Last season, SGA hit 37.5% from 3. Solid, but not elite. This year, he's clearing 42%. Stepping into that upper-tier territory that completely changes how defenses guard him. Teams can't sag off or go under screens anymore. They have to chase him over the top, opening massive driving lanes and forcing them to foul more often just to slow him down. SGA has turned his 2 supposed weak spots, playmaking and three-point shooting, into his strongest weapons. He's flirting with a 50-40-90 season, missing the free throw mark by less than 1%, all while handling one of the league's highest usage rates at 36% of OKC's possessions.
I just feel like in 10 years, Coach, Wendy, Malika, that we're going to be talking about Sam Presti as one of the best GMs to ever do it, for as him being able to eye and search out talent.
Yet his efficiency hasn't dipped a bit. It's the kind of dominance that feels unreal, like you're watching a player who's rewritten the game's limits. At this point, we're not just watching a star. We're watching Shai Gilgeous Alexander redefine what it means to be a complete scorer and playmaker in today's NBA. When you combine his heavy workload with this level of efficiency, you get one of the cleanest, most dominant scoring profiles ever seen from a guard. That's why dropping 20 points a night looks effortless for him, like he's just gliding through defenses on cruise control. After OKC's 123-115 win over the Blazers, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has now scored 20 or more points in 93 straight games, passing Wilt Chamberlain's 92-game streak to claim the second longest run in NBA history. The only player ahead of him, Wilt again, with his untouchable 126-game streak from 1961 to 1963. 93 straight. That's not luck. That's consistency at a level most players can't even imagine. Nobody in the modern era stumbles into a record like that. And here's the wild part. His growth isn't just making him better, it's transforming the entire Thunder roster. His rise has raised the team's ceiling in ways stats can barely explain. Last season, OKC already had one of the best defenses in the league, but this year's version is something different. It's not just about one elite rim protector or a clever scheme. It's about building a defense where every single player can guard. That's almost unheard of in the modern NBA. Look at their rotation. There's no weak link. Even SGA himself holds his ground one-on-one. Every lineup OKC runs brings length, discipline, and switchability, creating a wall that feels way too organized for such a young squad. Opponents can't go mismatch hunting because there's nobody to target. And leading that charge? Dort. Dort takes the toughest assignment every night, whether it's a star guard or a dominant wing, and makes their life miserable. His mix of strength, balance, and non-stop energy turns every possession into a fight. He doesn't just challenge shots, he cuts off lanes, absorbs contact, and forces stars into bad reads. And just when a team thinks they've escaped Dort's pressure, the chaos begins. One pass, one glance away, and the other four Thunder defenders collapse instantly. They swarm, steal, and sprint the other way, turning defense into offense before anyone even realizes what happened. Once the Thunder get out in transition, it's basically over. They turn defense into instant offense faster than anyone else in the league. Their fast break numbers are climbing into historic territory, and the way they sprint the floor together looks almost automatic. This team doesn't just stop you. They smother you, then explode the other way for an easy bucket before you can even blink. Every defensive stand feels like the setup for another highlight. This isn't just pressure, it's pure suffocation. And even if you somehow slip through that first layer of defenders, the reward isn't much better, because Chet Holmgren and Ajay Hartenstein are waiting in the paint. Chet's already one of the top shot blockers in the league, but what makes him special is his mobility. He can step out to guard quick perimeter players, stay in front, and still contest cleanly. Watching a 7-footer defend that far from the rim and make it look effortless is rare. Then there's Hartenstein, who brings a different kind of edge. He's a strong post defender who can battle with bigs like Nikola Jokic or Alperen Sengun without needing help, but when things get tight, Chet slides over perfectly to back him up. For opposing centers, that combo feels like a trap, a rotating wall that never gives up easy shots. Their chemistry is what ties it all together. They're constantly communicating, calling out screens, switching coverages, closing every gap left by guards gambling for steals. Most teams are lucky to have one elite rim protector. OKC has two, both smart enough to cover for each other and erase mistakes before they even happen. But what really powers this defense isn't just talent, it's commitment. Every player moves in sync, like the whole team's running on the same defensive heartbeat. The second you think you found an open lane or passing angle, it disappears. They don't just defend, they hunt. That kind of unity only comes from total buy-in, every guy deciding to outwork whoever's in front of them. That mix of chemistry, effort, and system has pushed OKC's defense into historic territory. Their relative defensive rating, how much better they are than the league average, now ranks among the 2004 Pistons, 1996 Bulls, and 2008 Celtics. Those teams set the standard for modern defense, and somehow, this young Thunder squad is standing right beside them. This isn't just a young team defending well. This is a group building a legacy, the kind of defense people might one day mention alongside the most suffocating units in NBA history. The great defensive teams that shaped the league, the ones that built dynasties and hung banners, all had one thing in common. They could shut teams down whenever they wanted. And through the first 21 games, the Oklahoma City Thunder are doing exactly that. Their minus 11.1 relative defensive rating isn't just impressive, it's historic, the best mark of the modern era. This isn't a lucky hot streak or a number inflated by early season energy. It's real dominance night after night. And when a squad starts 18-1 without its second best player, that tells you how deep this team really is. That missing piece? Jalen Williams, the same player who dropped 40 in the NBA Finals, ran the offense when things got tight, guarded 4 positions, and proved he might be one of the most complete wings in the entire league. His return doesn't just boost their lineup, it reshapes their ceiling. Williams is the piece that ties everything together. He smooths out their half-court sets, keeps the ball moving when Shai Gilgeous-Alexander rests, and makes the offense flow like it's second nature. The more you watch him, the more it feels like JDub might secretly be the most versatile player in basketball. Last season, he even started at center when OKC had no bigs available. And in the finals, when Indiana threw traps at Shai to force the ball out of his hands, Jalen stepped in as the floor general, calmly directing the offense through the storm. That adaptability is exactly why OKC lifted the trophy. Now that he's back, Williams is steadying the bench minutes, organizing the second unit, and keeping everything under control whenever Shai sits. And considering how huge his jump was last year, from opening night to finals MVP level impact, it's fair to think he's got another leap coming once he's fully back in rhythm. And here's the scary part. They were 18-1 without him. Add his playmaking, defense, and calm leadership back into the mix, and every contender should feel the pressure. Because with Jalen Williams in the lineup, this team doesn't just look good, they look complete. People really don't talk enough about how good Jalen JDub Williams is defensively. He guards 1 through 4 without hesitation, sliding with quick guards, standing his ground against power forwards, and rotating like a seasoned vet. He checks every defensive box a coach could ask for. Even in his first game back from injury, still shaking off the rust, he looked composed and locked in. He was adjusting to NBA pace again, recalibrating his jumper, finding rhythm, all the usual stuff after missing time. Yet he still finished with 8 assists, 2 steals, and several defensive sequences that completely steadied OKC's rotations. Then came his second game back in Portland, where he posted 16 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, and 3 blocks, even though his shot wasn't fully back yet. That's the kind of impact that makes coaches trust him instantly. Once his rhythm returns, and it's only a matter of time, this version of JDub is going to look like a complete two-way star again. The fact that he's already changing games after just 2 appearances says a lot about where he's headed. What really makes this Thunder squad so overwhelming, though, isn't just their stars, it's their depth. Every player in the rotation has a defined role, every player adds something different, and every one of them can be trusted when the pressure hits. That balance, that adaptability, is what separates OKC from the rest of the league right now. This isn't just a talented young roster, it's one built with chemistry, discipline, and buy-in from top to bottom. Combine that with the best defense of the modern era and an offense that keeps layering in new wrinkles, and it's clear. This team isn't just chasing greatness, they're creating it in real time. There's not a single player on this roster who can be hunted on defense or schemed off the floor. Nobody forces Oklahoma City into awkward lineups or compromises their rhythm. They've built a roster with the perfect mix of youth, length, and versatility, and it shows in every matchup. Few teams in the league can adjust to opponents as effortlessly as they do. And then you look at Chet Holmgren, the perfect example of that flexibility. He's finally making the leap everyone expected, rolling harder to the rim, attacking mismatches, and still stretching defenses out by hitting 35% from deep, good for the 79th percentile among bigs. Defensively, he's practically a system on his own. He shuts down drives before they even finish, alters 10 to 12 shots per game, and still averages about 1.5 blocks a night. Every month, you can see him adding something new. Better positioning, sharper timing, smoother footwork. Chet's becoming the kind of anchor who changes everything for a team on both ends. At just 23, he's starting to look like a future All-NBA cornerstone, the kind of player who can keep a contender elite for years. When Chet Holmgren takes a breather, Ajay Hartenstein steps in as the quiet stabilizer, the kind of player who keeps everything steady without needing headlines. His impact shows up in the flow of the game, boxing out, protecting the rim, setting tough screens, and keeping OKC's defensive shape intact. In the 2 games he missed, against the Suns and Blazers, the Thunder actually had to grind through close fourth quarters, something they've barely faced all season. That alone shows how vital Hartenstein is to their balance and rhythm. Then there's Ajay Mitchell, the breakout guard who's playing with the poise of a veteran in just his second season. He brings power, patience, and legit creation without hijacking the offense. He attacks downhill, finishes through contact, and controls tempo for the second unit like he's been doing it for years. Watching him, you can't help but see flashes of a young Jalen Brunson. That same calm confidence, that same control of pace. If the Thunder can keep him long-term beside Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, that backcourt could be one of the toughest and most balanced duos in basketball. And behind them is a trio of elite defensive anchors, Dort, Cason, Wallace, and Caruso. 3 players who can guard anyone and fit seamlessly into OKC's system. Caruso, in particular, has been a quiet game changer. The Thunder are 9.3 points better with him on the court. That's insane considering they're already a plus 15.3 team without him. But with Caruso, that jumps to a plus 24.6 net rating. That level of swing is almost unheard of. His individual defensive rating of 96.9 is ridiculous in a league that's never scored faster or more efficiently. This team doesn't just have depth. It has options. They can roll out big lineups, small lineups, switch heavy defenses, or fast break units, and every version works. Every player fits. Every rotation holds up under pressure. No other contender can match that kind of flexibility. Right now, the Thunder aren't just winning, they're dominating. They've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander playing at a historic level, Jalen Williams returning to a roster that was already 18-1 without him, 18-1, and Chet Holmgren blossoming into an all-NBA level force right before everyone's eyes. Sitting at 20-1 and leading the entire league, they've done it all without once having their full starting five healthy. They've built what might be the deepest, most playoff-ready rotation in basketball, a top-5 offense anchored by a defense performing at an all-time level. Through 21 games, this Thunder squad looks like something out of another era. Young, fearless, perfectly balanced, and dangerously close to unstoppable. Once they're fully healthy, it's hard to imagine who's going to stop them. But while Oklahoma City is setting the standard out west, there's another young team making serious noise in the East, the Toronto Raptors, who are quietly emerging as one of the best, most dangerous teams in the conference. What do you think about this Thunder run? Are they truly the next dynasty in the making, or just riding an early season high? Could anyone in the league actually slow them down once they're fully healthy? I really want to hear what you think about this story, so drop your thoughts in the comments. I'm thankful for every opinion and love seeing how you all see the game. Thanks so much for watching and being part of Ball Stories. Your support means everything. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss the next breakdown. There's a lot more heat coming, and trust me, you'll want to catch the next one. Go check out another video on the channel and keep the basketball talk rolling. See you there. Peace. Of course, right before everyone's eyes. Sitting at 20-1 and leading the entire league, they've done it all without once having their full starting five healthy. They've built what might be the deepest, most playoff-ready rotation in basketball, a top-5 offense anchored by a defense performing at an all-time level. Through 21 games, this Thunder squad looks like something out of another era. Young, fearless, perfectly balanced, and dangerously close to unstoppable. Once they're fully healthy, it's hard to imagine who's going to stop them. But while Oklahoma City is setting the standard out west, there's another young team making serious noise in the East, the Toronto Raptors, who are quietly emerging as one of the best, most dangerous teams in the conference. What do you think about this Thunder run? Are they truly the next dynasty in the making, or just riding an early season high? Could anyone in the league actually slow them down once they're fully healthy? I really want to hear what you think about this story, so drop your thoughts in the comments. I'm thankful for every opinion and love seeing how you all see the game. Thanks so much for watching and being part of Ball Stories. Your support means everything. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss the next breakdown. There's a lot more heat coming, and trust me, you'll want to catch the next one. Go check out another video on the channel and keep the basketball talk rolling. See you there. Peace. Opinion and love seeing how you all see the game. Thanks so much for watching and being part of Ball Stories. Your support means everything. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss the next breakdown. There's a lot more heat coming, and trust me, you'll want to catch the next one. Go check out another video on the channel and keep the basketball talk rolling. See you there. Peace.